Hi, I'm Julie Schrum, and this is my reflection on the lesson plan I have been making, all of us have been working on for this class. For the first question, do the tasks yield appropriate evidence of the identified understandings? I feel that the lesson plan did a really good job of giving a variety of activities. They were sometimes doing paper pencil, they were sometimes researching, there was a nice balance of small group to individual work. They were debating, they were writing letters with secret ink, invisible ink, and so then they loved that project. They were always very actively engaged, they were excited about it, and even the daily review of vocabulary, the daily review of the true-false questions let me have a pretty good gauge as far as what they were understanding, what they were not understanding, what I needed to work on further, and what they had mastered and I could move on. This is the one area where I feel that I really kind of let the kids down. The American Revolution has so many real-world applications today, but they really didn't get it. The majority of the students weren't able to make that leap. And when I would talk about the Constitution, they could tell me those things on a basic level, but to understand how they really impact their lives right now, I didn't feel like they ever really truly grasped that. And so I'll have to work on how to make this more real life for these kids. So I'm having technical difficulties. There we go. Are a variety of appropriate assessment formats used? As I said in question one, I really feel like they are a good variety of assessment formats. I did the KWL and the true false, where they told me true or false as to 12 different standards or pieces of information that I wanted these kids to know by the end. And then at the end of the unit, they did a 3-day assessment. The first was timeline, and then they did a cause-effect sheet, and then they did a basic vocabulary. And of course, as we were going through it, we were filling out that true-false worksheet and what we have learned on the KWL chart. And so the assessment was ongoing with the summative assessment as well. And I really felt like they did a good job of understanding the information presented. There are several things that I will change, given this is the first year I've taught this grade level. But overall, I felt like they did a good job understanding the information. Did they have the chance to self-assess and reflect? They did. This is a 10-day unit, and on the 10th day, we went over the assessment and then had them do a self-reflection in their social studies interactive notebook. Some of the kids didn't take it very seriously, and I got some silly answers, but a lot of them did take it seriously, and I have a better idea that they don't get the connection between the American Revolution and today's real world and how it affects them. I also have an idea that some of the vocabulary is hard for them, and the wording of those original documents is hard for them to understand. And those are just issues that I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to reteach or review as we move forward and go on to Declaration of Independence and some of the major battles. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me.